My goal is to provide people with daily practices that can help them get through their lives, to give them the ability to be present and appreciate the good moments, and to give them the ability to be calm and conscious through the challenging moments. Hi, I'm Lord Fernandez and I'm a mindfulness teacher. Welcome to my channel. Join me in this video as we explore a mindfulness practice. We live in a world where our minds encounter a continuous barrage of information. By the click of a button, we're able to tap into the total storage of humanity's knowledge. We can ask questions like, is sushi bad for us? And the answer is that it depends on whose opinion you're listening to. We can even ask questions like, do my dogs dream? And surprisingly, they do. These questions can be answered by me picking up the phone and casually asking the question, and instantaneously I can get the answer. The challenge that we face is that our mind also encounters information that we don't even ask for. For example, I just picked up my phone and learned that today is the National Day of the School Librarian. I love school librarians dearly, but I don't need to know that information. And my Aunt Susie just texted me and told me that today is the best day to find the love of one's life. And she met someone on the bus ride home and she's setting me up with that person. Our minds are constantly stimulated by this information that is available to us. It comes in and we process them, and looking at all of these dates, these names, these events, all of these facts, they all swirl up in our minds and we end up with this storm of data swirling in our minds. And it would have been okay if this information does not actually trigger an emotional reaction with us, but most of the time it does. For example, just 2 hours ago, I was watching this video of a puppy that was triumphant in its attempt to go down the stairs, and that gave me extreme joy. But immediately after that, I was interrupted by a text message from the electric company which told me that apparently I failed to pay my last month's bill, and this information gave me anxiety. So our mind encounters this constant stream and flip-flop of emotions. We can be happy now and then sad later. We can be anxious now and then excited later. We can be ashamed. We can be embarrassed. We can be triumphant. And so we ask ourselves, is there a way for us to manage this? For us to stop our mind from encountering this information that sometimes we don't even ask for? The obvious answer, of course, is yes. We can switch off our phone and our computers, even for 10 minutes a day. We can leave it in another room. But, that is all well and good. But you know that we live with another computer with us. And it's not our phone, it's not our laptop, it's our own minds. Our minds do not only consume data and information, it produces its own information. It produces its own data through our memories, through our fantasies, through our imagination. It's always there to give us information whether we like it or not. So if we can walk away from the external source of information like our cell phone and laptop, can we figuratively unplug from our own mind? The answer to that, of course, is yes. When we're asleep, we're unplugged from that source of information. We may dream, but we don't consciously or actively engage with the information that is happening around us. And there are many examples of people who tell you that they engage in activities that are so engaging that they are able to deal with this constant barrage of information with a lot of calm and equanimity. And this is their way of consciously unplugging from the constant stimuli of the world around them. I believe that in your own life, you have encountered these activities Let me give you some examples that I have seen from other people. For example, those people who play musical instruments, when they are playing those instruments, they are so focused on what they're doing that they are not able to pay attention to what's going on in their mind other than playing the instrument. Another example would be people who do crafts like knitting and sewing and carpentry. They create with their hands and their body is so busy and their mind is so focused on whatever their body is doing that it's not able to process all other information outside of the activity. Today, we will explore a mindfulness practice that will allow you to tap into this fully immersed present moment in an activity. This can be a practice that you can use to create mini vacations from your thoughts during the day. The first thing that you'll have to do is to pour yourself a beverage of your choice into a cup. This can be coffee, tea, juice, water. If you choose a hot beverage, I'd ask you to let it cool down first to a comfortable temperature before you proceed, and pay attention to what you're doing as we go through the exercise so that we don't encounter unforeseen circumstances like choking. So just pour yourself a cup of that beverage and just pause this video and come back, play it again. I'll be waiting for you. Welcome back. Now I want you to choose a place where you will not be disturbed for the next 5 to 10 minutes. This can be your garden, your kitchen, your office, a corner in your office pantry. Just choose anything where you can be quiet for the next 5 to 10 minutes. And then once you are there, we can start. Start by placing the cup on a flat surface. Just place it there in front of you. Place your gaze on that cup. Observe its color. Observe the color of the beverage that you have chosen. Now observe your breathing. No need to change your breathing. Just observe it. Is it shallow? Is it deep? When a thought arises in your mind as you observe the cup, just let go of it. Let go. That thought does not serve you right now. Just return your attention to the cup in front of you. Now hold the cup. If it's too hot, let go of it. But if it's comfortably cold or warm, just hold it. Pay attention to the sensation that you feel in your fingers and your palms. Now pick up the cup and draw it near into your lips and your nose and inhale. Breathe in and pay attention to the aroma or the lack of aroma as you breathe in. If a thought arises as you observe the beverage that you're holding, just let go of that thought. That thought does not serve you right now. Just return your attention to the drink that you're holding. When you're ready, take a sip of the drink. Observe as the liquid touches your lips. Observe as it touches your tongue. Observe as you swallow the drink. Now place the cup back onto the flat surface and then breathe. Observe your breath. No need to change the breath. Just observe it. A thought could arise as you do this, and that's normal. That's okay. When that happens, just observe the thought and let go of it. Let go of it as you pick up the cup once again and observe how it feels against your hands this time. Take it closer to your face, and when you're ready, take a sip. Once again, observe as the beverage touches your lips and your tongue. Pay attention to it as you swallow. You're going to take 3 or 4 more sips of the beverage in your own time. Pay attention to your body. Pay attention to your breath. Pay attention to the sensation that the beverage gives your body and your lips and your mouth. Whenever the thought arises, just let go of it. When you catch yourself being pulled away from the present moment by a thought, just return your attention to the present activity. Return your attention to the beverage and the cup in your hands. Take a sip and observe as the liquid enters your mouth, as it travels through your tongue, and as you swallow it. Observe your breath. Continue with this activity and wait for the bell to signal the end of it. If you are holding the cup, place it back onto the flat surface. Prepare yourself for the end of this practice by observing how you feel, comparing it to how you felt when we started the practice. It doesn't have to be better or worse. Just pay attention to how you feel. This mindfulness practice is something that I go through daily. It's my oasis, my retreat through the chaos of my day. And during those 10 minutes that I spend with that drink, it is just me and that drink and me paying attention to it, paying attention to the present moment. You'll notice that I keep on mentioning that thoughts may arise as you go through the practice, and that's normal. It isn't our goal to stop the thoughts. It is our goal to develop the capability to not be attached to them, to notice when you are distracted. This is a simple practice that can give you your daily mindfulness retreat. It will allow you to develop the mindfulness muscle of paying attention to the present moment and not be carried away by the thoughts that come into your mind, because you don't have to chase after each thought. I encourage you to continue with this daily practice on your own. Thank you for joining me in this mindful moment. See you in the next video for another mindfulness practice.